Oh, she's vomiting blood. What's that? Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome to Preservance Part 1. So, thanks to the developers, they actually gave me a Steam key to play this game. And I was immediately interested in one because it's a visual novel, but it's a horror visual novel, and it's kind of like an episodic kind of version of it. So think of like Telltale's The Walking Dead kind of thing, where your choices matter, and the experience is like different for everybody. So you actually get to choose like what the main character is gonna do. And before we begin, I'm gonna read the description of this game. And part 1 is the first installment of the horror and drama story, revolving around two different characters whose paths will cross in the middle of a horrific event. In part 1, you play as Jack Cutler, a father who is struggling to keep his family together. He's a go-to guy in his hometown of Grey Ville. Research conducted in the nearby military base gives the town a mysterious aura. Residents prefer to stay away from it. Things take an unexpected turn when one experiment goes horribly wrong and the area is quarantined. So either aliens or like a zombie outbreak. That's what I'm assuming right now. Meanwhile, a mysterious woman chases the fugitive. Her superiors expect her to fulfill her orders as usual, but they aren't telling her everything. The person she's after is more than what it appears to be. Soon, both Jack and the mysterious agent find themselves in the middle of a crisis that will change them forever. So, in part 1, we're gonna play as Jack and the lady, I assume. And, I don't know how different each episode is gonna be, but I'm really excited to see what happens. And since Tap It Games was so kind to me, they decided to give me 5 Steam keys, which I'm gonna give away. If you guys want to enter in for the giveaway, check out the description where the rules are and how you can enter. And yeah, so let's begin. I am kind of worried because I don't know how horror it is, if you know what I mean, so. My name is Jack. Oh, I have to give them voices? Oh my god, I don't even know what kind of... He sounds like a kind of gruffly kind of guy, so I'm gonna be like, my name is Jack, don't worry, you don't have to remember it. I'm going to die soon anyway. That's horrible. I don't write these words to be remembered. I just want to explain how we ended up like we are now. How and why mankind collapsed. How come I was the witness to it? Wait, so it is an outbreak, isn't it? But then again, they were just like, it's a military base, so it could be aliens. I don't know. To be honest, I just happened to be there when things started to get out of control. I was a simple guy, born in the mountains, always drawn by the wilderness. But my parents wanted me to go to college. They worked hard and saved money, only so they could send me there. I had no heart to refuse. When I first saw her, I thought she was an angel, fallen down from the sky. When I first saw her, I thought she was an angel falling down from the sky, okay? We kissed, we made out, it was like heaven, but as soon as the world opened up before me, another force pulled me back to the earth. What is happening? My father was diagnosed with a terminal case of cancer. Yee. I actually like the art style and the way that like like everything is like moving, and it's not just like a static image. That's pretty cool. I went back home, back to Grey Ville, a small town in the middle of nowhere. The one thing that kept this place alive was the nearby military base. Nobody really knew what happened down there, but everyone sure loved talking about it. They said that the military conducted human experiments, or that they kept a UFO, stuff like that, and made kids go and watch, much to their parents' dismay. But I digress. What you need to know is my father died. I was left alone with my little hometown without any education. I couldn't get a job at the base, and the town didn't have a lot offered either. That sucks! So where was he supposed to go? Thankfully, my angel didn't forget about me. Natalie called, and I asked her to come, and so she did. When I proposed, she gave me a serious look and said, "Kneel before me, man." I looked her straight in the eye, smiled and kissed her. I promised I would never kneel before her, and that I would always be here for her. I don't have to tell you that she accepted my proposal. I had to wait for her to graduate. Once she got her degree, I convinced her to move out of the world. We got married, she got pregnant, twice. In the end, Hope was our only child. Oh, that's sad. They lost one child. Oh. So I'm assuming this is like their daughter right here? Uh-oh. 10 years later, I found myself with another kind of angel. Natalie became the angel of death that wanted my manhood on a platter. Yo, did you cheat on your wife? Dude! That is not okay. If you're unhappy, just get a divorce. What the fuck? Stupid as I was, I didn't care. I fought back. And then your kid is watching too. Oh my god. Okay, we're in the game already. Are you totally out of your mind? Look who's talking. Hope is 11. She's just a little girl. A girl. You know how to recognize one of them, right? Are you serious now? I'm dead serious. I'm not letting you take our daughter on a hunt. Why? Do you really want her to be this clueless broad who can't tell right from left, always dependent on others? Dude, what is wrong with this guy? You're making her a cripple, which she isn't. Jack, she's 11. She has some time to learn how rough the world can get. She's not a child anymore. You should see her when she's out there in the woods. You should see how smart she is and how quickly she learns new things. But you never. But I never what? Nothing. Forget it. I can't believe what you were just about to say. You know why I can't be around the forest. You know the whole story. I trusted you with it. And yet, you really think I don't want to be around my family? It's not that important to me to be close to you. That it's not important to me to be close to you and Hope? That's not what I meant. Screw you, Jack. I followed you back to this place so you could take care of your father's house and his legacy, whatever it is. After 12 years, I still can't figure it out. Can you? I refused to stay in college and work on my MD because I was in love with you. You promised me happiness. I believed you. I believed in you. Okay, you know, I know people were just like, oh, you love someone so you go be with them, and that's great. But don't make your entire life revolve around that one person. Can I just say that? I feel like some people do that, especially when they're young. They just revolve around their like relationship, and that's not healthy because you should focus on yourself too. Clearly this woman wanted to be a doctor and she never got to finish that. So there should have been some compromise. It shouldn't be all like, oh, I'm gonna do everything about this guy because he asked me to. There should be compromise. This guy should have supported her. What is wrong with you, Jack? I'm working my fingers to the bone at the hospital to bring something to the table. I know it's not a banker's job, but I'm doing my best. What's the value you are bringing in? If it wasn't for this falling apart town and this part-time jobs, you wouldn't bring any money to this family. You should have gotten a degree. If you had one, you could get a real job. We could stop worrying about money and the mortgage. We could be happy again. I could be happy again. What are you trying to? I sacrificed enough. I gave you everything. Don't you accuse me of being a bad mother. Got it? Not. You know I appreciate everything you do. I really do. I just wanted to teach Hope something useful. Hunting is good for bringing food to our table during hard times. That sounds like we're like in the apocalypse, but then again, that's probably foreshadowing what's gonna happen, right? Real winter hits, I'll need her to give me a hand from time to time. I'm not letting you teach your daughter how to shoot animals with a goddamn gun. You know what? Maybe I wouldn't have to if you had given me a son. Wow! This guy's a jackass! How can you say that? There are times we don't pay much attention to what's really going on. It all comes as a survival. The survival of ego, expectation, and control. The urge to win and gain an upper hand becomes so powerful it makes us blind to the fact that we are hunting our own loved ones in the process. What the hell? I would apologize. What a jackass. No, don't. Nah, I'm sorry. No, you meant it. I thought that we had left this terrible memory behind us. I thought you were... Oh, that's the child that died. I thought you were over it. So they had a son. Either miscarriage or like the kid died when he was young. Oh, man. But I was wrong, wasn't I? After so many years, you still hold it against me. Do you hate me, Jack? Not. You know I love you. Yet you bring it up. You don't care how much it hurts, do you? I'm going now. I don't feel like being around you right now. I know I won't change your mind about the hunting. Do as you please. Just be careful with our daughter. She's all I have. Jesus, that's a bit harsh. Like, you should have given me a son? Dude, that's so like, that's not okay. I shouldn't have been so rough with her. Yeah, damn right! Probably should have gone by myself and never brought up the subject. Didn't expect it to become such a drama. Where are my car keys? I need to get moving. What am I gonna do to Hope? I already promised her. Hey there, Hope. What are you doing out there? Come inside. That is a noisy ass door. Was Mom crying? Mom doesn't feel very well, sweetie. We need to give her some time. It's not true. Why were you two yelling? Is it because I told Mom I didn't want to go hunting with you? Yikes! You don't want to go? Why? Why didn't you tell me? We always have so much fun watching wild animals together, Dad. I don't want to shoot them. I was afraid you'd get angry if I told you, so I told Mom. But now you two are fighting because of me. I wouldn't. Look, it's not your fault. If there's something you don't want to do, just tell me. I won't get angry, I promise. I'm sorry, Dad. It's fine, Hope. There's nothing to be sorry for. What were you up to anyway? You should have been back from school an hour ago. Nothing. Were you playing near the military base again? Yes, she was. Hope? Yeah, but there were so many trucks. I saw soldiers and... I told you that Murphy's Base is not a place for children to hang around. Nobody knows what's down there. Yeah, and they can read your mind, and if they see you, they'll replicate your body. Have you been watching scary movies with Mom again? Yes. No. Well, kind of. Mom was watching alone, and I couldn't sleep, so I slipped in and watched with her. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is not a children's movie, won't you agree? Yeah, it was really scary. Seriously now? No one knows what kind of operations they're running at Murphy's. What's behind the fence? I know you're smart, so I trust you. Can you promise you won't go near the base alone? I promise. Good girl. Maybe the aliens didn't see you, or maybe you're one of the replicates. Where's my beautiful daughter? Give her back, you monster! Hope, can you hear me? Dad, it's me! I knew you were in there. I'm coming for you, sweetie. I just need to fight the abomination first. Oh my god, I think it is an alien, right? It's probably an alien invasion. And they like switch bodies and shit. Oh my god, how messed up would that be? That would be so kind of cool though, because like there's not a lot of stories about like aliens who are snatching bodies and they switch places with them. It's always about the alien invasion trying to destroy the human race. That's a typical like story with aliens. So this is kind of cool. I would give away everything to bring back those memories with her, seeing her smile and feeling the pure love and joy around her. If I was ever truly happy, it was when I was with her and Natalie. Back when I took it all for granted, I just didn't pay enough attention. Alright, sweetie, I need to go get ready for the trip. Can I come? Not this time. I need to take some time and do some thinking. Trust me, it's going to be super boring. But one day, will you take me with you again, right? I don't want to hunt, but will you go bird watching together or something? Of course, sweetie. I'll take you with me next time. Great! Can I bring my plush rabbit along? Sure, as long as you keep an eye on him. Where is he anyway? I don't know. I think I lost him again. Have you tried the attic? No, I don't like going in the attic alone. When I come back, we'll look for him together, okay? Promise? Promise. Okay, I'll go look for Mom. I think she's in the kitchen. Wonder what she's up to? She's probably preparing something for you, Dad. You think? Sometimes I wonder what your mom sticks in the clueless guy like me. Because she loves you. How do you know, detective? Because she told me so. I love you too, Dad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, love is great, but, like, there has to be mutual respect, and obviously, like, Jack doesn't really respect his wife enough to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell. I love you too, sweetie. Now run along and make sure you clean up your room before I'm back. Dad? Yes, Pumpkin? Do you really wish you had a son instead of me? Hope It's okay, Dad. I'll go see how Mom's doing. I'll clean the room before you're back. Awkward. As she was walking away, I caught a glimpse of a tear in her eye. I had no idea of the damage I had done on that day. I'm still trying to figure out what Mylan forced driving to act like a bastard to my family. Maybe it wasn't a short time or a lack of restraint. Maybe it was something else. Having a son has always been my dream. I would imagine teaching him everything my father had never taught me, taking him out into the world, watching him grow and mature, arm wrestling with him and sharing a glass of the same malt, discovering him becoming a superior man and feeling proud. But when Natalie got pregnant, I was clueless as a parking machine. We lost our unborn baby. Oh, so it was a miscarriage. I messed up and lost my chance of becoming what I had destined to be, a father to a son. That's kind of messed up, though. Like, if all you care about is just being a father to a son, like, I know he loves his daughter, but the way he treats it is just like, oh, it should have been a boy, blah, blah, blah. That's so fucked. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to realize things which really matter in life cannot be borrowed or made. They just appear and disappear as soon as you stop taking notice. Once they are gone, it's impossible to bring them back. It's hard for me to see Hope like this. I know she wants to look tough, but when she's around me, which should be more often. I'll look for her plush toy once I'm back. She's very attached to it, and no wonder. Mr. Rabbit has been with us forever. I wonder where she lost him this time. She gets distracted sometimes. Anyway, I need to get ready. I got a 2-hour drive to make and it's already getting late. Having a wood house is great, but driving to the country's edge gets tedious. I should drop by Bob's gas station and pick up some supplies. I made you some sandwiches for the road. Thank you, Nat. I wanted to tell you that I'm really hurt by what you said earlier, but I don't want to talk about it right now. You got me thinking, Jack. Thinking about you, about us, and about our future. Nat, let me finish. I realize that I'm responsible for my own happiness and shouldn't burden you with it. I decided. What did you decide? I decided I'm going back to my studies, and that I want to get my final degree. This is what I always dreamed of, after all. Then good for you, Natalie! You go get that degree! I remember you mentioned it a while ago, but I didn't think you were serious, are you? Why wouldn't I? For starters, this is a huge decision. It will impact our lives. Don't you think we should at least talk about it first? We are talking about it now. Listen, I know we aren't in the greatest terms right now, but this is a big deal. I hope we can talk about it. I hope we can talk over it more before any decisions are made, okay? Besides, what about Hope? I trust you, Jack. I know you didn't mean what you said earlier. You're always a good father, and still are. You will take care of her. Oh, so I really thought she was gonna be like, I'm taking her with me or something like that. To be honest, I realized that I carried my share of guilt too. I found myself competing with you for Hope's love. It's crazy. Yeah. I don't agree with everything you do, but it's life, I guess. None of us are perfect. We just have to put in an effort to make it work. And I know that it won't work if we keep living the same way, anyway, from what we truly want. I want to become a physician, and that's what I'm going to do. Do I have a say? Do you want to stop me? I don't know yet. Well, what do you know, Jack? You're supposed to say, I know, I love you. That's true. Like, in a way, I'm more siding with her because it seems like she gave everything to this guy and this guy never get anything for her in return, you know what I mean? So, it's not fair. So, I understand why she's, like, fed up and she's like, I'm just gonna go get my degree because fuck you, because I don't want to hang out with you anymore. So, I totally understand her. You know I do. Yeah, but sometimes it's nice to hear from your husband. Makes you feel appreciated. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm a bit frustrated right now. I feel stuck, you know? I understand. But I'm not changing my mind about getting a degree just like that. It's too important for me. Well, figure out something. We'll figure out something, Nat. We'll talk about it once you are back. I meant to ask you, is the roadster working? Yeah, I fixed the suspension, the front tire. It should be fine. Last time I ran out of air, Bob came to the rescue, you know? Really? Our Bob? Well, ain't he a stand-up guy? It's not every day a girl gets rescued by a tall, muscular, handsome man. Natalie, please! What's wrong? Are you jealous? Take it like a macho, shrug it off, confess your feelings. Oh my god! This is so stupid. Just say, like, I'm uncomfortable. You don't have to be like, oh, I don't care. I'm a macho man. Like, oh my goodness. Just say you're uncomfortable. Maybe. You know how strong he is. There's something mysterious about him, too. A mysterious man with dark hair and dark eyes. Okay, Natalie, I'm starting not to like you again, because, like, you want to fix your marriage, but you're just making your husband jealous on purpose. How is that going to fix anything? I was watching him change a tire with his big hands. He seems to be so powerful, yet gentle at the same time. He was so focused and determined to do his job. Oh my god. Oh, just thinking about it makes me want that D! Stop torturing me, woman. Ha ha ha, you're jealous after all. So cute. I need to get ready. Yeah, I've got to run some errands too. Don't forget your sandwiches. I won't. Thanks, Nat. I love you. I know you do, Jack. Call me once you reach the cabin. Jesus Christ, what a awful way. Someone's calling! Oh. Reporting in. Somewhere else! What's your status? The tracking device works perfectly. I'm 15 clicks away from the target. She's on the move, but appears slow and random. Does it look like a challenge? Remember the protocol. Do not make a mess. Try to bring her alive. If possible, she might be valuable. Yes, sir. We inform you that there is another asset operating in the area. Should your efforts fail, he will move in. Understood. We are counting on you. Thank you, sir. Wait, they're after a woman? A girl? Someone? Alright, it's Friday, Bob's station. Almost everything I need was at the cabin, but I had to pick up a few things. I decided to stop at Bob's. I didn't feel like roaming around the supermarket. Besides, it was the only place to buy gasoline in a 30-mile radius. I like the real owner. Bob wasn't his real name, but it's how he introduced himself. He told me his real name once, but I wasn't able to pronounce it correctly. His shop was the only place where I could score proper booze. The temptation was firmly there when I approached the door and I struggled with it. On the other hand, alcohol was sure to help make me relax. On the other, I'd have to spend all my money with the little I had to begin with. Oh, he's native! Hey, that's pretty cool! I mean, I don't really see many, like, you know, native characters in visual novels, so that's pretty cool. Hey, Bob. Jack, good to see a familiar face. Like, do you see any other faces in here? You'd be surprised. I bet you've seen many new people during the last 2 weeks. How come? Beats me. Ever since they built that highway, there's almost no traffic around here, especially at this time of year. But hey, who am I to complain? The more customers, the more money comes in. Anyway, what brings you here? Off for a trip? Yup. I feel like I need some time off. Where's Hope? Isn't she coming with you? Not this time. That's a first. I thought you were trying to teach her survival skills. She seems into it. I still do. It's just, well, I had a big fight with Natalie over it. Do you want to talk about it? Natalie gave me a lecture about kids and responsibility. She said Hope didn't want to learn about hunting. It turned out to be true. Hope admitted it. I didn't know what to think of all of this yet. Sometimes I feel like the worst father in the universe. I must admit, I see where they're coming from. Shooting prey wouldn't be my cup of tea either. What? You too? Guess that makes me the last barbarian in town. I like animals. They're living beings just like us. Instead of killing, I would rather protect them and admire their beauty. Same. I don't get, like, okay, I get to a degree if you're hunting for food. Like, I understand that part, but those people who, like, hunt for, like, trophies and stuff, I don't understand that. Like, why would you want to kill an animal if you're not, like, if your whole purpose is just like, hey, I have a trophy. You know what I mean? Not for survival. So I don't get that. You know, I wanted to become a vet once. It didn't work out, though. I'm still paying off the painful loan for trying. Hunting isn't only about killing. It's about going back to your primal self. It's about tapping into your true instincts. It actually teaches you to respect nature. Well, maybe. It still ends with animal dying. I believe you can have another kind of strength. For example, Natalie seems to be pretty strong and capable enough to provide for you guys, even though I doubt she's ever shot an animal. Yeah, about that. Aren't you and Nat getting too familiar with each other? I mean, he seems like a good-looking dude compared to Jack. Let's be real here. What do you mean? She told me you're a handyman. Just wanted to do a good deed to help a woman in need. A knight in shining armor. Where's your horse, chief? Same place yours is. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. What can I get you, Jack? This is awkward. I'll have a lighter, some batteries, and a few of those energy bars. Oh, a flashlight. Last one I had is dead. Do you have any bandages? Sure thing. Great, I'll take one. It's safer to have some. Oh, I thought he said one band-aid, like just one. Should I get you the usual order as well? Actually, I think I'll just have some left in my cabin, but I feel like something bad's gonna happen, so I'm not gonna take any more alcohol, just so we can be, like, alert. It's okay. I think I'll pass around this time. Okay, so just a flashlight, a band-aid, and some batteries, and some energy bars. Here we go. Here you are. Thanks. Keep the change. Bob? Yeah? You said that there are different kind of strength in the world? I think you're right, and I want my daughter to have all of them. I want her to be ready for whatever life throws at her. You are a good man, Jack. Your heart is in the right place. You just need to find your way. Gotta do my best, I guess. Have a good one, man. Bye, Chief. I had everything I needed. I intended to go straight to the cabin, leaving all the worries behind for a while. I was looking forward to getting away from the issues at home and focusing on something else. As I was putting my supplies into the car, I noticed something strange. A young woman was strolling the side of the road. At first she caught my attention simply because she was coming from the outside of town. The longer I watched, the stranger it seems. She looks like to be around her 30s, but she's just more like a teenager. I'm pretty sure she wasn't from around town either. I couldn't figure out what she was doing out here there by herself. Her clothes didn't suggest she had come from a hike. They were too far thin for this time of year, and she wore heavy makeup. It was smudged here and there, as if she had just run away from a bad party. I thought that maybe her date went south and some guy threw her off the car without warning. She looked confused, but strangely enough, she seemed happy at the same time. I decided I might as well talk to her. I mean, wouldn't you be curious too? I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's just creepy because, like, all these stories, every time about aliens or something weird happening, it's always in a small town where nothing, like, no one knows where it is, in the middle of nowhere, and you're by yourself. So this is just creepy. Be polite. Hello, miss. Hello, angry mister. I'm not angry, my name is Jack. I'm Jane. Is everything alright? You look a bit lost. Well, I guess I am. Where am I? You're in Grey Ville. Oh, wow, I never heard of it. Is it pretty? Wow, aren't you a little, worried? How did you get here? I don't know, really. Should I be worried? I have no idea. How come you don't know how you got here? I'd rather not say. It's embarrassing. You can tell me. I might be able to help you. To be honest, I have this condition. Sometimes I forget things, like literally. It's what happens if you live the way I do. Which is, I don't make much waitressing, so sometimes I volunteer taking part in a test. Do you know what a test is? She offers herself to the military base for experiments? No, not really. You know, when a pharmaceutical company wants you to introduce a new drug to the market, or a bunch of shrinks want to take a look at your subconscious, you sign some papers, swallow some pills, get examined, and get paid. Simple. Unless you die in the process. Or you get invited to a random location where they put you in with some people in an unusual situation. Then they observe your behavior in the group and file some papers. I'm basically a part-time lab rat. It doesn't explain how you got here. I walked for a couple of miles. Some random guy picked me up and dropped me here. And prior to that? I think it got to do with something with food. What was that about? I told you, I don't remember. Besides, you're asking way too many questions, Jack. Is there someone we could call and ask for you to pick you up? That's another question. I guess we could call Jeff, but I doubt he would pick me up. Who's Jeff? My cat. Okay, it seems like you're doing fine. I'm hungry. I'll be going now. Wait! There's one thing you could help me with. Yes? I'm a little cold. Give her a jacket, give her some money, don't give her anything. I'm like creeped out by this, like, you know what I mean? Usually I'm like, okay, yeah, she needs help, whatever, but like the way she's acting is like really weird. And like, I don't know if I want to give her my jacket. I don't know if I want to give her anything because she seems like a lunatic, so I'm gonna give her nothing. Let's see how badly this backfires on my ass. I just spent a lot of money on the groceries. There's no one to provide a potential junkie. Sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. Don't worry, I know my request was kind of random. I feel so hungry I could eat a horse. I could eat you. You should ask for Hal Guilford. He's the sheriff around here. He'd be able to help you. Hal Guilford, got it. See you around, Joe. And like that, she walked away. All I could do was hope that she wouldn't cause any trouble. She gave me a weird feeling. She gave me a weird feeling too, let's be honest here. It's my favorite band on the speakers. I turned on the engine and hit the road. The route I took wasn't popular, since the most efficient traffic moved up the highway. On the one hand, it was good for the town with less moving cars. Oh my god, you're going down the road where no one drives! Oh no! On the other hand, little traffic was bad for business such as Bob. It was bad for business in general. If it hadn't been for the military base employees, the town would have dried out. A few miles out of town, I saw a woman. Oh, is this the smoking lady we saw? She was leaning back against the car, smoking. She appeared relaxed, enjoying the moment. Oh, this is that lady, that weird lady. This is probably who she's looking for, right? Because she said there's the woman they're after. It's probably that. Seeing her in the middle of nowhere, chilling, gave me a funny feeling. She seemed to be okay with her being by herself. I thought I could use a company like that. Back when I assumed that she was another solitary soul passing through, never to be seen again, I began to understand what Bob had talked about, seeing new people and all. For a second, I thought about stopping and enjoying a smoke with her. It's not like we would be cheating or anything, would it? Never mind. Before I had to make up my mind, I passed her and kept on driving. I had no idea what was coming for me. I'm scared. It took me forever to reach my father's land. I was tired and I didn't know why. For a second, I thought about the woman from the gas station. What was her name again? Jane. I never actually met somebody who got involved in various tests and experiments for a living. Divorce had always given me a sense of peace. My father had bought a large piece of land back when he was in his 20s. I wasn't sure what had been his idea for it, but since he was gone, the land belonged to me. If I had known any better, I would have started a plantation of some sort, or chopped down the trees and sold them for the highest bidder, but I knew there was something else about this place and about the cabin. Couldn't put my finger on it, but it was like drawn to a bee to a flower. 20 minutes later, I finally reached the cabin. Hidden deep in the woods, I was nearly out of reach. It was a place where I could cut off the constant noise. That was exactly what I needed. The sun went down already. I stopped in front of the door and enjoyed the silence. I could have helped that woman at Bob's station. She was acting weird, but who was I to judge her? I had my own issues to handle. I wanted to enjoy the forest tranquility, but I couldn't. A dog was barking somewhere in the distance. I thought it was just a stray mutt. After a few seconds, the barking stopped. I let out a heavy sigh, opened the door, and instantly felt the familiar smell of wood and old blankets. Somewhere else. Okay, I thought it was in the house. I'm like, what the hell is she doing? Uh-oh. What's happening? She's bleeding? Oh, she's vomiting blood. What's that? Oh no, the music. Oh no, I'm worried. What's happening? The first thing I did was find some matches to build a fire. It was a long time since I had stayed at the cabin. The air inside had gone stale. The furniture was covered in thick dust. Judging by the smell, a fungus had crept over somewhere. It felt like home. I didn't have the energy to take care of it. As soon as I got inside, all my weariness caught up with me. I tossed my bag onto the bed and sat down beside it. The worn-out wood creaked under my weight. I thought I had finally had a chance to relax. I was wrong. As soon as I sat down, my phone started to ring. The usual cheerful tone now was almost painful to listen to. I remember the times when you needed to walk around the house to get a signal. Now these bloody things can catch up with you in the middle of nowhere. I reached down for my phone and checked the screen. There wasn't a single name on it. Natalie. Right, I was just to call her. Is it already time for an aftermatch? Can't say I was really ready, but I couldn't simply ignore her either. Hello, Nat. Hi, Jack. How was the road? It was fine. I just got settled. Listen, about earlier, I think all has been said, Jack. Can you please just for a second stop pretending like you know it all? You're right, I'm not over what happened to us, but all I wanted for Hope was to be happy. I wanted to spend more time with her. That's why I suggested we go hunting together. Did it ever cross your mind to actually ask her about what she likes? Nah, the kid is 11, she doesn't know what she's into. I could give her a hammer and a big bag of nails and she'll be into carpentry. That's not true. When you're 11, you know what you like. Even kids younger than that. You can't just assume, just because they're your kid, they're supposed to like what you like. That's really messed up. Can you imagine if he had a son, how much he would push his, like, personality and how his interest on the kid, rather than the kid being his own person? She's just a kid. It's up to us to show her her options. I think you're underestimating her. She ain't some small kid anymore. You said yourself. Well, I think you're overestimating her. Guess we're in a pickle here, aren't we? Guess we are. Can't stay mad at you, Jack, even if you hurt me to the core. I'll make it up to you, Nat. Anyways, the hospital just called. Apparently I got some kind of junkie over there. I need to take a nighter. And put Hope to sleep early. She's gonna be okay? Yeah, don't worry. I asked Hall to check on her later. He said it's fine. When Hope's out, she's out for good. Speaking of the little devil, she wants to talk to you. Hold on. Hi, Dad! Hi, sweetie. Mom said there was something on your mind? Yes, I was thinking very hard about hunting and I came up with a great idea. Listen. I'm all ears. What if instead of shooting animals, we catch them? We can later bring them home and tame them in our backyard. Well, I understand the intent, but that should not happen. I would take good care of them and... Hope, sweetie. I mean, it's a great idea because I want her to be happy, but at the same time, it's not. You should not do that. You shouldn't take wild animals and be like, yeah, they're my pet now. Don't do that. That's very dangerous. Also, you're disrupting their habitat where they live outside in the wild. But at the same time, since I think something bad is going to happen right after this, I'm going to just agree to make the kid happy. I think that's a great idea, Hope. It's an awful lie, I know, but hearing how proud she was of our idea, I simply couldn't bring myself to break it to her. Sadly, I'd always been a poor liar. You don't sound convincing, Dad. Well, you see, you can't just tame wild animals. They're much happier in the wild, but that's where they belong. Then maybe we can at least get a dog? I always wanted one. A dog can protect me, and Mom, if something scary happens, and he can be my best friend. Hope we talked about it already. A dog is a huge responsibility. With me and Mom working, we wouldn't be able to take care of it properly. I could take care of it myself. Maybe this way Mom could come to the trip with us. She wouldn't need to be scared of the forest if there was a big dog next to her, right? We'll talk about it when I get back. But Dad... Anyway, I hear you'll be staying alone tonight. No scary movies, okay? Okay, nothing scary, I promise. Don't tell Mom, but I'll be watching Princess Dragon. Princess Dragon? Aren't you a bit too old for fairy tales? It's my favorite movie. How do you know it's a fairy tale if you've never seen it? Well, I asked you to watch it with me once, remember? You never did. We only do things you want to do. Ooh, get wrecked. I'm sorry, I've been busy, okay? Yeah, because you're always sticking in your shed with your monster car. Or you're out somewhere far without me. Have fun by yourself, Dad. That's I'm sorry. The transition of that is just like, yeah, they're having a nice conversation. All of a sudden, you don't like what I like, and then she hangs up the phone. That was such a weird conversation. She hung up on me. That was a first. It was a proper way for a child to act. I realized that I never noticed how quickly she's becoming like her mother. She was all Natalie, alright. For a moment, I just sat there staring blankly at the screen of my phone. As soon as I had nothing to really focus on, all the thoughts I'd been trying to suppress throughout the day started to come up. Thoughts about Natalie, thoughts about Hope, too scared to tell him that she didn't want to spend any time with me the way I thought she wanted. Tears in her eyes when she asked if I'd rather have a son, and the discussion we just had. I knew that I would need to face these things eventually, but not at the moment. Back then I just wanted to rest. Was that too much for her to ask? With a heavy heart, I got up and stared at searching for a loyal companion. I found her lying in the bed behind me, waiting for me. My beloved golden blended whiskey in a bottle. I thought it was a woman. I was about to say, whoa. If I had known there were so many thoughts that would catch up with me, I know I would have brought an extra one when Bob had suggested so. The bottle felt heavy in hand, full of gold liquid. I looked down at the table, only to notice something unexpected. Hey look, old man, isn't this your favorite brand? These days, throughout my father's rarely crossed my mind, but so when I saw the label, I couldn't help but smile. How many times we've drunk it together? Twice? Once for my 21st birthday, and one again when we came back to take care of you. You promised to drink with me when my first child was born. You ran out of time, old man. I knew that if I took a sip, the conversation would go south, so that's why I decided to drink or go to sleep. In my opinion, I don't think he should drink, because remember, something's supposed to happen, so I feel like, you know, going to sleep would be the best option, so let's go to sleep! That was too much excitement for one day. I didn't feel like indulging myself in a drunken trip down memory lane any longer. Besides, I was looking forward to some quiet the next day. Put the bottle away and dozed off. Oh god, okay, that scared me. It's the lady again. Reporting in. What's the status? She's on the move again. I found her tracking device. It looked like she ripped it away with her own teeth. Oh, wait, so that thing she threw up in the sink, the lady, right? That's the tracking device? I've spoken with the guy who saw her at the local gas station. Seems she got tangled up with the local authorities. Nothing I can handle. This better not influence your schedule. It won't, sir. Good. You have 24 hours to contain the situation. Keep a low profile. Yes, sir. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end this first episode right here. So, this has been interesting. Obviously, nothing major has happened except for that creepy woman coming out of the forest, but, like, it's gonna start picking up, I can tell already, because it's trying to focus on, like, what's going on with Jack and how he takes everything for granted, and then all this shit happens. I don't know if anyone's gonna die, like Natalie or Hope. If they do, that's gonna be really messed up. The one character that I do like so far is that agent lady. I know we don't know anything about her, but I don't know, just there's something about, like, you can tell she's a badass, and I'm really into those, like, characters, so I'm looking forward to seeing, like, what her involvement in this is, and, like, how she's gonna intertwine with Jack's storyline, because there's two separate storylines right now, but eventually they're gonna intermingle with each other. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video and want me to continue it, let me know in the comments, and thank you again to Tap It Games for giving me a game key to play this. And if you guys want to enter the giveaway, please check the description on how to do that. And as always, like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you know when I upload the next video. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think, because I think this is really interesting. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye! Oh my god, I'm crying now. She's gonna stay for Ellie? He found his tongue wandering inside her mouth, exploring slowly as she... I'm sorry, let me do that again. He found his tongue wandering in